Hey governors, I'm not a baby anymore because today's my birthday. You see, it's a rule that whenever somebody grows a year older, they must act like they're better than everybody who's younger than them in terms of years, even if their actual age is only a few days younger than the people they act better than. What do you mean that's weird to do? I see a bunch of people on TikTok and Twitter do it. That must mean it's perfectly normal. Probably some people that are just younger than me that are mad at me for being superior to them. But for real, today is my birthday, and you know what I normally do to celebrate it? But I guess I can change that this year by actually doing something for today. And if that means talking about birthdays, then that's fine by me. The only problem is that the most famous birthday in history is a completely different holiday, so I guess we can't really talk about that today, but let's still try to talk about everything else relating to birthdays. And yes, I am wearing all of this the entire video. You're welcome. Starting off with movies like I always do is a bit difficult to do this time because there aren't really movies for birthdays. What would a movie for birthdays even be about? I tried looking up birthday movies, but the only things I came up were films like Liar Liar and Toy Story. Not really birthday films, you know? I know there are horror films like Happy Death Day and Bloody Birthday, but I don't think people really care to hear me talk about those. Maybe if I make a video about Groundhog Day like movies, I could talk about Happy Death Day, but for now, I'm not really interested. I can't really go off vibes for movies this time around either, because like for Valentine's Day, I could just do any romantic movie, or for Halloween, I could literally just talk about any horror movie. But what do I talk about for birthdays? And like, I could really watch any movie on my birthday, meaning in reality, I could talk about any movie I want to. So screw it, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is a birthday movie now, I guess. It's my birthday, so I choose the movie! Now on to what I think is the best type of media to talk about with birthdays, which would be the music. The only thing I could believe everybody watching this video experienced on at least one of their birthdays would be their family and friends singing their birthday song to them. And I know the birthday song being copyrighted was somehow a problem for the longest time, so I just want to say a screw you to Warner Capital Music for basically screwing that entire song up copyright-wise. Hey, the good news is that now the song is in the public domain, which means that if I wasn't embarrassed with myself, I'd be able to sing the full song with no legal repercussions. And I don't think anybody talks about how embarrassing it is for the birthday song to be sung to you, because like, what am I supposed to do while it happens to me? Just sit there, not singing along, it feels really awkward. It's even worse and more awkward when it's at a restaurant. Don't know how embarrassing it is that sometimes when you're just trying to enjoy your food at TGI Fridays and then BAM! A bunch of underpaid employees who don't even know about you are now clapping and yelling about your birthday just for the entire restaurant to hear. I remember once going to a Texas Roadhouse and the birthday song was sung at least 5 separate times while I was there. It felt like hell hearing it that many times in such a short amount of time. But those situations remind me of 2 different examples I want to talk about at the same time since they're the same vibe of birthday songs. The 2 things I'm thinking of are Epic Happy Birthdays and this Roots thing. They're both just their own birthday songs, but they upload a ton of different names for different people. So if your name is something like Aiden or even Michael Myers, you're good! I love the Wooch videos though because they have this poor guy on a green screen in an astronaut costume, and they very conveniently don't have his mouth visible whenever they say the person's name.
Yo, Alex, happy birthday!
I wonder if that's a coincidence. Also, while editing, I found a sketch thing with Wooch. I have no idea what this is, but I felt like I had to mention it. It has less than 1,000 views at the time of recording, so yeah, go check this video out, I guess. But still, make sure to contact me when one of these channels makes one of the birthday songs but with DGB in place of the name, please. And for the final song I should mention, it's the unbirthday song from Alice in Wonderland. Wait, that's an unbirthday song. Today's the worst day for me to talk about that, never mind. Moving on from that blunder onto probably the best part of birthdays, the food! And in reality, I mainly mean birthday cakes and cupcakes. You can always judge a person based on whether they prefer vanilla or chocolate cake, and I'm a vanilla person. Not just because I'm a white guy with no personality, but I don't know, most birthday cakes I taste that are just chocolate aren't the greatest for me. Normal chocolate cake, that's different, but when it comes to birthday cakes, then I'm a vanilla person. Speaking of it, it's sort of weird how different the vibe for non-birthday cakes compared to ones for birthdays. I promise I'm not going crazy, the differences are there. Now on to cupcakes. They sorta suck. I don't know, I'm not sure why, but I'm not the biggest fan of cupcakes. I think part of it has to do with the icing, which always tasted disgusting to me, no matter what cupcake it was on. So yeah, cupcakes are basically just sweeter muffins with gross tasting icing on them. Great. Now on to the other food people associate with birthdays, which is basically any other type of treat like cookies or ice cream. I mean, I already talked about ice cream and cookies on the 4th of July. I think it's better if you just watch that because I don't have anything new to add here. I mean, I could talk about ice cream cake, but I mean, that's still cake, so I probably would have talked about it a second ago. I guess it does make sense I only really talk about birthday cakes and cupcakes in this video about birthdays. They really are the only food I consider birthday foods anyways. So deeply talking about other unhealthy foods like pizza would feel weird now. So the final thing I would like to talk about today is past birthday parties and activities. The fun thing about this sort of topic is that everybody's going to have different memories with birthday parties they had or went to. I know most birthday parties are similar, but there are still some fun things to talk about with this. I remember because my birthday was always so close to when school started in September, one year even landing on when school started for me, my mom didn't want to have my friends' parents immediately go to a party that early on. So we always pushed the party back a couple weeks, which may sound bad at first, but it actually worked out in my favor. Because it was normally a couple weeks later for my September birthday, it was normally early October, and because of that, me and my mom made the theme for my party's Halloween, which was because I always loved Halloween. This was super fun because part of the theme was everybody dressing up in Halloween costumes, which made it super fun because of stuff like a minion and a witch running around at Tim Burton's Mad Hatter's birthday party. Yeah, I was the Johnny Depp Mad Hatter one year, even though I've never seen the Tim Burton version of Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why I did that. But I've done that for a birthday party for a couple years and I loved it. Thank you so much, Mom. And I don't really remember that more birthday parties, besides one where at one point me and some of my friends from school played a bunch of Wii Sports bowling. Looking back, that may be a bit weird considering all my friends went to real bowling alleys for their birthday parties, but hey, I at least had a Wii, which was awesome. And also, I don't know if anybody else's schools did this, but I remember when it was somebody's birthday in class I was in, they would be able to bring in donuts to share with the rest of the class. Definitely made going to school and torturing myself for 6 hours worth it for a Krispy Kreme donut. As somebody who's now an adult, I don't really have birthday parties anymore. I still may do something special for my birthday, but I don't really have parties anymore. But the good thing about turning 20 today is that I'm only 1 year away from having my first alcoholic beverage, but that's beyond the point. This year my only real celebration would be uploading this video I guess, but hey, that's still fun. So though, final thoughts. Yeah, there isn't much for me to say about birthdays compared to holidays like Christmas or Easter, but birthdays are still pretty cool, even if they do make us depressed by reminding us how fast our lives are passing us by. I don't have any major final statements here, besides the fact that it's my actual birthday today, so you better say happy birthday in the comments. Or that at least if you're watching this on your birthday, happy birthday to you too, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, as I sing the birthday song because it's in the public domain, I hope you all have a great day. Alright, let's do this in one take. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear viewer, I guess. Happy birthday to you.
You just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Happy birthday.